Hi, so I decided to do my pop culture artifact around the song, writer, producer, music video artist, Billie Eilish. Now, before I get into it, um, I'm going to talk about a few things beforehand. She released three different albums between 2019 and 2024. That's what I want to focus on. There was one beforehand, but it wasn't in between that 10-year time span. Her first album, 2019, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? In 2021 was Happier Than Ever, and then 2024 was Hit Me Hard and Soft. As I said before, the release period was 2019 to 2024, within the past 10 years. The creators included the one and only artist Billie Eilish and her brother/producer Phineas O'Connell. Her media/platform was music, so like streaming platforms, social media, live performances, and music videos. But enough about that, let's get into it. Who is Billie Eilish? Literally such an icon, I love her so much. Billie Eilish rose to prominence as a teenager through online performances, especially SoundCloud and YouTube. I really miss SoundCloud. Her breakout single Bad Guy, released in 2019, and debut album quickly positioned her as one of the most influential pop artists of her generation being Gen Z. She emerged during a period when streaming dominated the music distribution, social media shaped celebrity identity, and young audiences were seeking more emotionally authentic artists. Her early work blends pop, alternative, electronic, and bedroom pop aesthetics. Recorded largely at home, and her music contrasted sharply with high-produced corporate pop of the 2010s. Culturally, her rise coincided with the growing pop conversations about mental health, body images, internet fame, and gender expectations. These themes would be central to her artistic identity. I recommend Billie Eilish as a significant pop culture artifact because she transformed mainstream pop by redefining authenticity, femininity, and emotional expression for a digital generation. So we're going to talk about her cultural impact and influence. She reshaped what mainstream pop looks and sound like. Like, for example, Bad Guy topped the global charts despite its minimalist, unconventional structure. Her whisper-like vocal styles influenced many emerging artists, and she became the youngest artist to sweep the major Grammy categories in 2020. 2020, such a year. Literally, I'm pretty sure she won like 6 to 7 different Grammys. Her success proved that artists did not need to be loud or glamorous or traditionally sexy personas to dominate pop culture. This really did shift the industry expectations. She also helped normalize vulnerability in pop, making sadness, anxiety, and self-doubt central rather than hidden. Number 2 is representation and visibility, challenging beauty and gender norms. Earlier in her career, Billie Eilish was known for wearing oversized clothes. This was a deliberate rejection of the sexualization of young female pop stars. By doing this, she reclaimed control over her image, resisted objectification, and offered an alternative model of femininity. Later in Happier Than Ever, she explored reclaiming traditional femininity in her own terms, showing that empowerment can be fluid rather than fixed. This complexity gave young audiences permission to explore identity without rigid labels, and I am all for that. Number 3 is innovation in music production style. Billie's music is notable for its production methods. Her key innovations were recorded largely in bedroom studio. I'm pretty sure she still uses it today. I mean, she has a studio, but she still uses her bedroom. Heavy use of silence and minimalism, ASMR-like vocal textures, and dark, atmospheric soundscapes. For example, tracks like Bury Your Friend used distorted whispers and horror-inspired sounds, unusual for chart-topping pop. This blurred the boundary between indie and mainstream music, influencing how pop is produced today. And then number 4 was social and psychological significance. Billie Eilish's lyrics openly address depression, fame, anxiety, self-loathing, and emotional exhaustion. These examples from her songs include Everything I Wanted, which dealt with depression and survivor's guilt. Number 2 was Happier Than Ever, with toxic relationships and anger. And then I Don't Want to Be You Anymore, self-image struggles. Rather than romanticizing pain, her work presents it honestly. This resonated with Gen Z audiences navigating similar pressures. Her openness helped destigmatize mental health discussions in youth culture. Challenging the pop culture canon. What is typically valued in this canon? The traditional pop canon tends in favor like glamorous superstars, highly produced spectacles, confident, dominant personas, commercial perfection. Artists are often celebrated for their image and marketability more than emotional depth. How did she disrespect the norms? Billie Eilish complicates these expectations in several ways. She rejected the pop princess model. She does not perform constant confidence or sexual availability. Instead, she foregrounds discomfort, awkwardness, and doubt. She centers emotional fragility. Her persona embraces vulnerability as strength. Crying, confusion, and fear are not weaknesses in her work. They are central themes, decentralizing industry power. Her home-produced music challenges the ideas that success requires major studio infrastructure. And then she blends genres and aesthetics. She mixes pop, goth, indie, and experimental sounds, resisting neat categorization. Why is she sometimes undervalued? Despite her popularity, Billie Eilish is sometimes dismissed as teen music, depressing, overhyped, and too quiet. These criticisms often reflect cultural biases against young women's creativity, emotional expression, and non-traditional pop aesthetics. Because her work does not fit traditional diva or rock star models, it's sometimes concluded from serious artistic discussion. This matters because it reinforces narrow definitions of artistic value. So, in conclusion, Billie Eilish represents a major shift in contemporary pop culture. Through minimalist production, emotional honesty, and resistance to gender norms, she has redefined what a pop star can be in the digital age. Her work challenges the dominance of spectacle over substance, the sexualization of young women, the marginalization of vulnerability. By centering her mental health, authenticity, and creative independence, she expands the pop culture canon to include quieter, dark, and more introspective voices. For these reasons, Billie is not just Billie Eilish is not just a successful artist, but a canon-changing cultural figure whose influence will shape pop music for years to come. And not only is she just challenging the music industry, she's challenging politicians. In our recent day and age, she's challenging ICE, challenging the use of global warming, trying to reduce our carbon footprint. She is such an inspirational person that she's gained millions of followers and backgrounds, and she even has her own fund. Her mom also helps with it too. She is such an influential person that she is a popular culture artifact. There's no doubt about that. Thank you so much for listening.